Welcome back to another Golfweek Spotlight brought to you by the Upstate Golf Guys. This week we had a fun one, guys. We had a 2-day major. It was definitely fun, but it was soggy again, to say the least. I got our director, Adam Cahill, with me, a returning guest, and I got a couple new guys on with me tonight. I have Mike Winters, who is a local who plays Hiland quite often. What's up, Mike?
Not much. How are you?
Good, buddy. Good. Thanks for coming on. And I got the champ flight winner who beat Adam's ass. My man Travis. What's up, Travis?
What's good, man? Appreciate you bringing that up.
Good win, brother. Congrats on that win, my man.
Thanks.
Absolutely. Yeah. Well, I played with Adam yesterday, and I just don't understand why the Golf Week Tour has a rain cloud over us. Like, what is going on? It's like, it just seems like at least every other week we play, it's raining, right, Adam? Like, not something we can't control, but it's just getting annoying.
Yeah, I mean, this year we got a lot of rain, but the first year we didn't get any rain until one event for like 20 minutes, and then last year I think there was like 3, but. Yeah, it definitely seems like half of our season so far has been wet.
Oh God! Well, you know what? I have to say, at least we had shields on our cars and we had back covers. Unlike some courses, our course we played this year. So
yeah, well, we just found out yesterday that apparently Airway Meadows doesn't have windshields or club covers, and we found out that you can rent one.
I don't believe it. I was in your group when I heard that.
Right.
So who said that in our group?
I forgot, but I know Travis. He used to play there all the time, and he gave a confused look, but it didn't make sense. But at the same time, I mean, you have to have windshields.
Travis,
and they got to be somewhere.
The windshield thing is a fact, but I never realized that you could rent windshields and club covers from them now. That's silly.
So first of all, Airway Meadows was an absolute beautiful course, I have to say. I mean, it was terrible conditions, but you could just tell with like the masonry they have around a lot of the greens, a lot of the shrubbery. Just like they just put money into the course, put a couple grand into the the clubs or the club carts.
They do. It's just in the back room.
Travis has history there. Travis has history.
Mike and I met there.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
Yep. Yeah. Travis has a lot of history there and tore that course up nonstop.
I had a lot of fun. I would love to play it on a really nice day. I think it's a beautiful layout. So
it's great. It's a great course to work in your irons
for September.
You might think about doing another one in September, Adam?
Yeah, we already booked it. We're going to do, it's called the Revenge of the Runway Classic because of the fact that when we played there, it was basically water hazards on the middle of the green. So I'm hoping that.
Listen, tell them that I'll go out there with a squeegee this time if they need somebody.
It's on the schedule out there, and we're going to go back and play it again.
All right, we lost you for a second, Adam, but I filled in. Go ahead.
So Travis knows if we talk to Jamie or them, they will get out there and take care of that course for us. Right?
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. I just saw what they were doing out at Mount Anthony when it was pouring again because it just rains every place we play. And those guys were out there with squeegees, like literally they were working their sacks off. And I mean, I was like, this is what you have to do if you want to keep a course playable when it's raining. I'll tell you what, Hiland was fine other than some fairway spots. I mean, the greens were rolling great today.
Yeah, they were
excellent. I had no problem with today at all. But Adam, why don't you give me the rundown? I mean, we have the champ here, but give me the rundown in the scores. What did Travis shoot today?
So champ flight was Travis. He ended up shooting 74 today, but ended up playing 76 yesterday. Ended up +6 on the weekend. I know he was 4 back from Kevin Dumasic, and I was 9 back going into today. And Travis played well, and Kevin just had a couple of bad holes, put him out of the top. And I played my way with the 73 to get second, so I'm okay with that. But yeah, Travis played well today for his first win of the year.
That's awesome. That's awesome.
Congrats, Trav.
Trav, you
Thanks.
just have in your mind just to play golf, mistake free, and let the other guys make their mistakes type deal. I mean, that's what you did today. You played mistake free golf, and
Well, not a total bit of mistake free. I mean, I had a rough go of it down the stretch. I scrambled my way around the course for the most part today. I wasn't hitting the driver as well as I had the last couple rounds out. So, trying to keep it between the tree lines and stuff for the most part. But I kept telling myself fairways and greens, and sink your putt and get out of there. You know what I mean?
Yeah, man. That's awesome. And Adam was coming back with a vengeance. He was
I was trying.
He had some light at the end of the tunnel there. I was watching, and I saw Adam creeping up the leaderboard.
Well, I knew that after yesterday's round, I played really bad with the pulls on the front 9, and then I kind of clicked something on the second 9, and then last night I just did some stuff and tweaks at my house, but I think I was on hole 8 waiting on the group in front of us, and I looked at the scorecard or the leaderboard, and I saw Travis at the time was +6 and I was +9. I'm like, what? Wait, what? I'm only 3 back. I said, what is going on in this group ahead of us? Like, what is going on? Up, because I knew Kevin was leading by 4 going in. Yeah, he was up by 4, and then all of a sudden now he was down to almost 3rd. And I'm like, I don't know what's going on, but I got to step on the throttle here. And Travis just birdied 9. And finished strong.
Nice.
He was on 15 and I was on 12, and I was hoping that he dunked 6 in the water, but he didn't. So
no, that was Kevin. No, I'm kidding. Honestly, Kevin played phenomenal today. He had a couple bad holes that bit him, but otherwise, I mean, he was playing really solid. I was trying to track him down, and 9 jumped up and bit him, and he had a rough go of it on 15 as well. But I mean, I ended up putting a ball in the water on 16. I hit one OB on 17 and had everything I could do to scramble and try and stay ahead. I saw Cahill was moving up the board behind me, and I was like, I just need to be able to get it to the house.
Hey,
nice, man.
Travis, great birdie on 9. That's a big hole.
Yeah, that was tough. I
That's
almost put it in the water on my layup. I had 195 to the water for my layup on 9, and just hit a 7-iron, and it just kept running. And I was a couple feet from dropping in the water there. So,
well, man, so you shot that score with a couple penalties, just so you could even go on lower, man.
Yeah,
that's awesome, man. So
yes,
we have an A-Flight guy here with us. We have Mike. Unfortunately, he didn't finish on top this week like he did last week, but
hey,
it was his home course. Mike, how do you think the course played, even though it was a little wet?
I would say it was very wet. It played hard and long because of the wetness and the rain. Yesterday was it was a very tough go. That rain when we hit the turn was a monsoon. We all just tried to grind it out and get through it. I actually lost a club somewhere. It went flying, but it's all good. Hey, I was only 3 back after. I was only 3 behind the leader in the rain. So the course played wet, hard, and long.
It did. I would agree, and I didn't realize to start clubbing up till basically 13 or 14. Adam kept telling me what club to use, not the distance yesterday. And I'm like, dude, tell me the distance because I need to club up, okay?
No. When he hits a 7-iron, we hit a 5-wood.
Right. No, he was adjusting for me swinging. He was trying to be my caddy.
I'm an old man now.
But yeah, I would agree 100%, Mike. That's what I noticed was my clubs. I mean, I was at the 150 stake, which is always a 7-iron for me. Like it's my 150 club, and I was hitting it pretty clean, and I was coming up like 20 yards short. And it's I think a little water gets in between the club and the ball. It's all it takes, and it's just not going to hit it as clean. So yesterday was a rough go. You said it. You hit the nail on the head. Just trying to grind through and get through the day. Adam, what did I keep saying? I said I just need to get through today, like somewhat in contention. I thought I was way out of contention, but I knew I could come in. I mean, I'm a 19 handicap. I'm not tapping myself on the shoulder, but I am top of the D guys, and I'm always right there. So I expected myself to come out today and do way better than I did yesterday. And I came out and I birdied the first hole, nice. I kind of didn't look back since. Yeah, that was a nice feeling. We were the last group out, so of course I went on and checked to see if it was a skin. So it was a skin, and nobody was behind us, so nobody was taking that skin from me. So that was a nice feeling. But yeah, it was a total different day for me, and a lot of it just I don't think I could play in the rain is what it is. Adam knows I can't play in the rain from a Cape Cod trip we went on. I had to quit for the second round just because I was like done for the day.
Yeah, no, I hear you. So with the champ flight, where did you guys off the drives on the first hole? You got your birdie. Where did Travis and Adam put their drives down in front? Like how far?
I had 123 yards to the pin for my second shot into one.
Jesus. And Adam?
I ended up hitting gap wedge myself. I had like 127, 128. I was left fairway.
Yep.
So Anthony, these are our champs right there. I think I was 155 into the hole and still came up. I mean, I parred it, moved on, but these guys are phenomenal the way they hit the ball.
Yeah, they are. And I was finding myself actually hitting just because I feel like a lot of the holes were playing longer than they actually were. I was hitting my hybrid, out of like 160, 165 out when normally I'm playing at like 180, and it was working. It worked for me today, especially.
And for comparison, like the difference between the conditions yesterday and today. So into the 10th hole yesterday, I hit a driver. I thought I hit it really solid, and I still had 9-iron in my hand to get into the green yesterday. It was like 148 yards, something like that. Today, I had 91 yards in. I literally went from 9-iron to lob wedge.
Hey, Travis, what are you doing? What are you doing Thursday or Wednesday? I think we're in a scramble. You want to go? Maybe.
As much as I would love to, no. I got to work, man. I got to make some kind of money.
They need a ringer, man. They need a ringer.
We're going to Pine. I think with my brother, we're going to Pine Haven. I'm not sure. I got to text him in a minute.
I am jealous. I would love to play Pine Haven, but unfortunately, It's not in the cards this week.
So, Adam, who won A Flight? Who won over there on A Flight for the weekend?
So, A Flight was our little man with big power, Ian Tomes. He it wasn't you, Mike. Sorry, it was Ian. Ian actually surprised me because Ian is straight as an arrow off the tee. But he only hits about 210 with his driver. So playing the blues today from the fours and the par fives, I was like, he's going to probably I told Matt this morning, I said, Matt, I think you have a good shot because with the wet conditions, Ian's not going to get a lot of rollout. And at the end of my round, I, saw Ian won, but I didn't realize his score. And him and Matt shot a 74, which is really, really good for both of them. And Ian ended up getting another win on the year. I think he actually won Norman's side. Or no, that was Matt, I think.
Matt won Norman's side.
Matt Wagaki, I don't think he won Norman's side. I think it
was Ian. I think Ian won the first two majors on the year already.
Because Matt said that he came back with event, like he didn't know the course day one.
You're right. He shot 75 or 6 on the second day and missed.
I think Ian. Ian right now his 2 wins are major, so he's like Brooks Koepka of the tour, I guess.
This guy. Oh my goodness. Congrats, Ian. Congrats on that.
Ian's a great guy. I mean, he's just consistent. He's straight. You might hit Travis and I will hit 9-iron for our second shots on par 4s. He'll bang out a 5-wood, but he'll probably get more spin out of it than our 9-iron. So it's actually pretty wild when he hits his woods. He'll hit the green and spin.
Yeah, Ian beat me. He beat me twice last year for some wins. Ian's a good dude. I can say this. He's a little good dude.
He's good. Yeah,
takes one to know one, Mike.
So he doesn't hit the ball a long way, but he hits it solid. Makes good ball contact and
doesn't let anything bother him. Nope, nothing bothers that guy. He just is straight down the middle and just does his thing.
He has to come So I hope he's coming to the Upstate Golf Guys podcast major, because there's going to be some bucket hats there for him to win in the giveaway. And I know Ian's a bucket hat guy.
He likes those a lot. He actually he wears the one hat that he got from Hilton Head 2 years ago, and he wears it all the time. He loves that hat because I was with him when he bought it at the pro shop. He absolutely loves it.
That's awesome. We're gonna have some Skull Golf is a company that came on our podcast. And
can you hear me?
Yes,
Yeah.
I can, Adam.
Yes.
I'm telling them about Skull Golf. You left, so I took over the mic. Adam lives on Mars, so sometimes he just disappears, and I have to take over.
Did you? I was telling about Ian's story at Mount Anthony. So one of the holes, he had to go to the bathroom, so he goes into the woods apparently. But I didn't know that. So me and the guy I was riding with, we were like, "Where's Ian?" And we were like, "I don't know." And I look around and I see just a little bucket hat. Just it. I just see his hat in the woods. And I was like, "Make sure I go in. Don't get lost."
Thank God it
All
wasn't
you
me.
saw was his hat, and he was only maybe 4 feet into the woods. Like you could barely see him. He was behind a bush.
That's so funny. No, but I was just saying is I got a lot of good giveaways coming for that tournament. And Skull Golf, it's a hat company, and they got a lot of different like rope hats too. But one of his big things is bucket hats, and they're gonna be Adam and I are working on some way to do a free giveaway type thing where everybody has the same chance. I am gonna do some closest to the pin prizes, but I want something fun that maybe just one ticket. Everybody gets one raffle ticket put in a bucket, and somebody picks it out. And I'm gonna have some Lombardi putters there to give away. I'm going to have some of these hats to give away. A
gold putter?
Divot tools. Maybe. We'll see. We shall see. You like that thing, huh?
Where is this now? Mount Anthony?
The ranch.
The
ranch. The next major.
Okay.
Yep,
Gotcha.
So
yeah, we're gonna have a couple of signed hats too by myself. So it's gonna be good prizes.
we're giving away Adam's putter. Love it.
Adam loves his Lombardi. He really does.
Yeah. I can tell you what, that
73
putter
today with that putter. I don't think anybody else is going to take it from him.
No,
that thing is nice. I really like it a lot. I mean, it's really good. It's a good putter.
It's heavy.
shiny.
It's got a nice sweet spot, and it looks pretty.
It looks real pretty. Like it should be the rims of my car.
Oh my God. I call him because he's like an Italian guy, Paul Lombardi, and I'm Italian, so I call him Uncle Paulie now. I'm like, my man, Uncle Paulie. We're all family here. Uncle Paulie putters. He loves it. He's hilarious.
Well,
He knows that I am doing what I'm doing. I'm part of this golf week tour, and I linked up with him. He's a great guy, and he sends them to me just to basically give away and spread the love. It's pretty cool. I've already given about four or five away, so it's awesome.
They're definitely solid.
I wouldn't be in the tour if it wasn't for Adam since last year. Thank you.
Adam's the man. Man. We all love Adam.
He reached out to me at Hiland actually last year, right? Hiland last year, and said you got to be in this tour, and I'm like, all right, I'll do it.
Yeah, you joined like 3 days later.
Mike, are you going to Nationals this year?
Hey, Nadine, are we going to Nationals? She's shaking her head yes. So, yes.
Gotta ask the boss.
Yeah.
Okay. Good.
She's sitting there looking at me like, what is going on right now? But, yes, we're going.
Great. So, that's great news because I'm going for my first time this year. I'm really looking forward to it.
Nationals there's nothing like Hilton Head. Those courses, I play a lot of South Carolina courses all through Myrtle Beach, everywhere. Those courses are the real deal. The real deal. Like
I cannot wait.
I know Travis won't go. He's scared.
Well, I ain't scared of nothing. I don't have the ability to take the time off.
He's got a baby. He's a family man now. You know.
Travis, I hear you because this is something that I probably will only be able to do one every 3 years because my dad, he's like basically my boss, and I do get time, but it's just tough taking. I like to take my time because my dad's older now and running the business is tough on him. So I like to take either like a Monday or Friday off. But I'm taking a Tuesday to the Monday, and he just was basically like, "Oh, don't get used to doing this." He's like, "These long vacations." So I hear you, Travis. It's working comes first.
We're actually going to the Cape here the 14th of July. We're going to be out there the 14th to the 19th or something along those lines. So we're gonna We're gonna play a little bit of golf out there. It'll be my 5th wedding anniversary with the wife, so we're gonna have a good time.
Love it. What part of Cape do you go to?
South Yarmouth.
Love it. You're gonna try to play Bass River over there, or
I played Bass River last year when I was out there. I played Cape Cod Country Club a couple years ago. I actually really want to go in off the Cape. I think I'm going to go into Plymouth and play Pine Hills. It's by far my favorite course in the world. Pine Hills, the Nicholas course.
Beautiful. Nice, man. Mike, what were you going to ask? You were going to say something just before that.
Do
you remember now? Lost your train of thought.
Yeah. Well. I was talking about Hilton Head, probably, right?
Hilton Head. Yes, you were.
Oh, there's so. I met all those guys down there. We drove, my old lady, she drove us straight down there. I got on the course with them. They met me, and I've never played courses that were phenomenal. And I didn't warm up. I got out there like the 3rd or 4th hole, and those greens, everything about Hilton Head is there's nothing around here even close to that. And I play a lot of Myrtle Beach courses. Hilton Head, if you can go, you need to go.
I'm going.
Adam puts on a great venue as our director. It's amazing what Adam does.
Oh yeah, I'm looking forward to that mini golf event, man. I'll win that.
Oh,
yeah.
Oh, the mini golf. Yeah. Nadine loves them.
But you got the rule of the whole mini golf thing is that the whole purpose of it is to have fun. But we want to bring our own putters so we look like 12 to 14 giant douchebags,
bunch of tryhards.
That's great.
The best part about the mini golf is it's right in your backyard. We walk through that little trail. We go up there, and it's right there. Bang. We all have our own putters, and everybody. So he's right. We all showed up with our own putters, and the guy's looking at us like we're crazy. And you're like, no, this is for real money here. $20 a man. We're in.
The first year we went. The first year we went down there was fun because we set it up, and I remember the first year we went. Salem Jacobson and Matt Ballman were on a team. I don't know how. First off, they even got on the team. I paired the teams, and I think we picked out of a hat, and I was like, my gosh, and then, they just smashed everybody.
Well, miniature golf
was a pretty good putter, man.
It was good.
Yes, but at the first year, he was really the only person that brought his own putter, and we were all like making fun of him. And then the next year, the whole group had their putters in their hands.
Yeah, well, that was funny because everybody asked us, why you got what are you doing? And I'm like, why do you have your putter at the house? I'm like, we're going to play miniature golf. We're all taking our putters.
Well, I'll come with my Lombardi.
Awesome.
I will come with my Lombardi and dominate as a D flight. You champ flight and A flights, bring it. Okay, mini golf is my thing. I will put it right through that clown's mouth, and I will put it through the windmill.
It's a windmill. The windmill.
Okay.
We got to get Travis down there.
Oh, baby.
I know.
Wait. I don't want to wish the summer away, but I am really excited about that.
It's only, what do we got? Less than 4 months, so it's coming.
Yep. So, Adam, you got to run down.
Hey.
I got to get to B flight.
Yeah, B flight. We're running.
So B flight was pretty exciting this weekend. We had a lot of leaderboard changes on B flight. But we had a new winner on tour was James McKinnon. And if you don't know James McKinnon, he's an older guy. I think he's mid 50s or close to 60, but just a great guy. I mean, overall, I know he's been trying to win a few tournaments, and he's a solid stick. Anthony and I played with him yesterday, and Mike Scott, but I'm really happy for him. It went to a playoff hole between him and Robert Malik, and at the second hole, he ended up taking the win. So good for him. He was really excited. I told him that he can go home with the trophy, and him and his wife's going to give him a little extra love. And he was more concerned about his credit card because he's like, well, I gave my wife my credit card to shop in Lake George, so I'm more worried about that than the trophy.
Yeah, the trophy ain't going to pay that bill, unfortunately.
Hey, Meg.
But no, yeah,
he's first-time winner, man, for sure.
It's a great guy. Great win for him.
I actually didn't even realize that he was the winner until you posted the pictures, Adam. And I am actually thrilled he won because he was in my ear yesterday, really supporting me with a bad round, just patting me on the back, trying to get me through that really tough round. Just couldn't have asked for a nicer guy to win it. And he funny guy too, really funny, actually had me laughing a couple times. I just remember myself playing like shit, dude. Yesterday was like a blur. It really was.
It was kind of a blur, yeah.
And then I just say, like, if I just shot like a 95 yesterday, you know, and I could have won it, but I didn't.
Yeah, but you gotta remember one thing. It all turned around for us when I broke out the salted nuts.
You did that and the
and the old Trapper meat sticks.
The Trapper, baby.
Old Trapper beef jerky. You gotta get that. Cumberland Farm sells it. It's phenomenal.
Adam, I think I ate half that bag on you, man. I really
maybe we should promote that, right? Promote the
Old Trapper original beef jerky.
Listen, I'm taking ads, so if you guys want to contact me, Old Trapper, we could talk.
So we love them meat slabs and nuts. Golf Week Am Tour.
No, it was definitely a tough day. That helped me.
Listen, I gotta go. I actually was gonna go back and say something earlier, but Mike was saying something funny, and I'm surprised all four of our dirty minds didn't laugh when he said the course played long, wet, and hard.
Oh my God!
It sure did.
I thought
good thing we don't have Shannon here right now, because he would have chimed in.
Oh no!
We're now sponsored by Pornhub.
Well, I was wondering if Mike saw me urinating earlier. That's why when he said long, wet, and hard.
Oh my God!
That was on. I think that was on 13, right?
Yeah, it was. I was all over that, but yeah. So we can go Sea Flight now if you want.
Absolutely, run it down, brother.
Yeah. So Sea Flight, we had another repeat winner, Craig Schoonmaker. So he played another solid, consistent round for Sea Flight. But Lamar Young and a few others were right there all day. I played with Lamar, and I don't think he realized that he was leading or only down by one, because he was just out there trying to finish. But, I think on the last two holes, he realized it, because he comes in 18 and he's like, dang, I need to eagle this. And then he hit his second shot from like 220 with a 4-iron and went like 6 feet. So,
right.
But yeah, Craig Schoonmaker, he played well. So that's another win for him.
So Craig is a little bit older, an older guy, right? From Cahill. Is that the guy?
Yeah, he's yeah.
Okay. So
Mets fan, he wears a Mets hat sometimes.
Oh yeah. So I golfed with him yesterday, and come to find out, I don't know if anybody knows, but he used to bowl professionally in the professional bowling.
Oh yeah.
No, so I got talking to him because I do a lot of Nadine and I do a lot of like sports shot and like regional stuff, and he knows everybody. That guy he knows a lot of people, and he's amazing. And I looked them all up. He's an amazing bowler, and he's actually an amazing golfer. Yesterday he had some struggles. I golfed with him. He had some struggles, but I guess he got it back. He figured it out today. He is
he eagled 18 yesterday to finish.
What's that?
He eagled 18, yeah.
Yeah, he eagled 18 yesterday to finish.
Yes. I was with him when he did it. He had a great drive. His second shot was like, I don't know. I think he left the ball like 18 feet from the hole and drained it or something like that. 18, 20 feet, drained it for eagle.
Solid play.
Yeah, that was good. That was solid, yeah.
Adam, let's talk real quick before we go to C Flight or D Flight, whatever's next. Let's talk about how you kind of made the flub of having us D guys playing from yellow for the par 3s and the par 5s. What happened yesterday with the par 5s and the yellow?
Yeah, so when I make the schedule, we have certain courses that are odd when it comes to yardages. So Hiland, actually, from the blues, is like 6,700, and whites is 6,402, I believe, on the scorecard. So obviously our B flight can play there, our C flight can play there, and A, but it's a little too short for A. So I put the D flight on whites on par 4s and golds on 5s and 3s, not realizing that all of the par 5s were like 6 miles ahead of the white tees. So like hole 18 was playing 379 from the gold tees. Dude. When whites was, I think it was like 480, and I'm like, what is going on here? So after
I had 135 in on my. I've never been that short on a second shot on a par 5. Oh,
He
Yeah.
bar hit gap wedge into 18 yesterday.
Yeah, take Anthony, take it. Take
I
whatever
didn't take it.
whatever
I still parred it, but I didn't birdie or anything. I think I parred.
whatever
Like,
hey, whatever he's gonna give you, take it.
Oh God, that was funny though. Adam's like,
I
hey,
almost was going to have to do what Hiland does for the NYSGA is on hole 7. That
Seven.
part of that long par 5, they change it to a par 4 at the NYSGA. I was almost thinking about making the 18th a par 4 if I kept them on golds, but I made them on whites except for par 3s. But it seemed like the scores were almost better today for those flights than they were yesterday. So
But there
it was
weren't
actually
as
Nobody's
many,
used to playing from the senior tees.
Yeah, there still weren't as many birdies on the par 5s though, like there were yesterday.
I mean, except Mike.
No, not like yesterday. It was a slugfest. But today we actually had a ton of skins, which was actually crazy. So
yeah, man.
But yeah, it worked out. So it worked out for the C flight or the D flight.
I have to ask as a D flight, and this is something good we could like talk about. I mean, I'm not gonna lie, you make me feel like a little bitch when you make me go up on these par 3s. Up to like, do we really have to do that?
Most of the time, you guys are shooting 2 from the red tees anyway, from the off the
tee. No, but I mean, what I'm saying, like, I mean, it does kind of cause confusion sometimes. Sometimes I have to get reminded to you're up there. You did it 3 or 4 times to me yesterday. Telling it's just I don't care. I mean, it's fine the way you're doing it, and I'm not trying to tell you how to run things, but I don't think most D flight guys would care if they played their par 3s from same as what, you know what I mean? It's up to you.
I would love to play gold tees on par 3s, man. You go back last week at Saratoga Lake, and Champ and A Flight were playing with their back foot in the rough all day on the tee box. I mean, they stretched that course out as long as you possibly could.
That's true.
Travis, thank you.
It's not something I try to do like purposely. It's just that for a Golf Week Am Tour director nationally, we have a handbook, and it tells us exactly what each flight should play. And the D flight is actually 5,900 to 6,200.
Oh, okay. So you're trying to get that's
so I can't have them play yellows, which is 5,400 at Hiland, and I can't have them play whites, which is 6,400. So I figured yesterday with the golds on the par 5s, it would have worked out, not realizing that was 500 yards of less distance. So the whole par 3 thing actually worked out better.
Yeah, no, I was just curious, and I'm glad I asked you why that was and why that. I knew it was a distance thing, but it's just so funny. Sometimes it's like especially recently when I haven't been playing with the guys. You got all these guys playing back, and then here I go, like strolling up to the yellows, and I'm like,
yeah, you're the last kid on the bus waiting to hit.
Oh God.
I'd love to see if we were doing another 2-day. Obviously, you guys are going out to the ranch, but something local where they swap around tee boxes and pins that maybe get a deal with the pro shop or whatever, where you can set pins or tees or whatever before the tournament, because like you picture 15 today, 15 for the blue tees was closer than the white tees. The whites are playing 175 yards. The blues are playing 145.
That's over the water. The blue, the over the water, right?
15 was 50. So 15 was playing 178 to the pin. Blue tees were playing 135.
Yeah. 140. No, it was 143. I lasered it.
It was the look. Yeah. The look from you guys over there. You got like that little small pad they hit, and we had the whole. Like a really good look off the left side. Everything there, we could hit the green and roll it up, where you guys had to just drop it on. I get it. You guys use the wedges. We're using 6-irons. So there was a big difference in that hole. I would have rather played from the blue tees over there. Honestly, not.
Kevin Dumasic would beg to differ.
Well, I wasn't with him, so I don't know. So,
but he dunk it.
I had a conversation with him on the way home. I called because Rob called me about something. Just had a question for me, and he was hanging out with Kevin, and Kevin was he had a good attitude about everything. So I told him he had a Jordan Spieth moment on 15, and he started laughing. He said, he'll be fine.
Yeah, I mean, he like I said, he just had 2 holes that really jumped up and bit him today. 9 and 15 hurt him, But otherwise, he played a solid round. He wasn't getting everything out of his game that he wanted. So
yeah,
that's tough, man.
But,
All right, let's go to D Flight, my flight.
Yeah.
What happened there?
Yeah, so D Flight,
I golfed with a bunch of D Flight guys. The two top guys I've golfed with. So I'll let Adam talk a little bit what he thinks, and I'll reiterate what I saw. So
so the D Flight was actually pretty solid today. It was actually a lot closer than I expected, even though I thought it was going to make a little chirping noise more than any other flight in D. But Dave Sherman ended up taking the first win of his tour events, and he had his ups and he had his downs on the tour or on the event. He was actually in front of us. Him and Brian DeBell, they were both first and second after day one, and Brian at one point took the lead, and he just kept playing consistent and took it by a few strokes at the end. But I know he was happy because he's a consistent player. He's usually there probably 85% of the season. So I was happy to see that. But and then Anthony came back today and actually took second, which was a huge jump. I think you ended up 19 strokes better than yesterday. So that alone is ridiculous that you shot 82. Like that's phenomenal. So I think what did it you lost by 2 or 3?
I ended up losing by 5.
Oh, 5.
Really?
Okay.
But it was I needed going into 17, I needed a birdie and an eagle. I needed to go 3. He was up by 3 at that point, and then I ended up going bogey.
So I did golf I was with Dave and Brian throughout the round, and they were just back and forth. It was crazy watching these two just try to struggle to grind it out and get a par.
Yep.
Or get up to the green.
Mike, you want to know something funny? Is I saw them too, and I was actually totally joking when I said this. I said, "You guys know what's going to happen?" I said, "You two are playing together." I said you're going to put pressure on each other, and you're both going to shoot like shit. I said, and I'm going to throw an 83 out. I said 83, and I'm going to throw an 83 out there and put pressure on your asses. And I really, literally, the first hole, I birdied the first hole, and I really wasn't looking back. I had so many pars, and this is the thing. I literally could have shot in the 70s today. I had probably 4 of my pars I made were drive-bys that were just like a ball away, drive-bys that went by a foot, and they were all bird. Like, and then I just always say, I always say, what if, on the ride home today, I was just saying, oh, what if I hit a few of those? It could have just been one of the most epic comebacks. But I saw when I needed a birdie and then an eagle, I wasn't doing that at that point.
Those two tried to, from the hole 1, were trying to grind it out and back and forth. And Travis knows the grind, back and forth. And I was with Dave from way up north, and we were just like, these two are going to actually kill each other at one point here. They're back and forth. So we're like, all right, we're going to play our game. We'll let those two play their game. But, it's the grind. We all know this. Travis knows this. The grind. Just get it done.
Yeah. I mean, yeah. Yeah, it's tough, man. Like you were saying, that grind. You sit there and you know that you either have the lead or you're chasing for it, and you're doing whatever you can to try and either catch somebody or stay up. Like I knew I had a lead going into 16 after Kevin's issue on 15, and I'm looking back and I'm like, all right, hit something that's gonna keep you in play, and I tow hook a 3-wood into the water on 16. Okay, great. Well, save bogey there. You go to the next hole, and I block the driver right OB on 17. Okay, well now you just put yourself behind the 8 ball again, hit something close, and I saved bogey on both of those holes from being in my pocket. It just makes it really difficult. And obviously the closer you are, if you're staring the person you're trying to chase down in your same group, something like that, which Adam, commendments to you again on putting people that are fighting for the lead and stuff in each flight against each other. Take the first and second place or whatever on day 2. Pit them against each other so you can look the person you're trying to play in the eye. And that makes all the difference, I think, especially in a competition like this.
Absolutely.
Yeah, I mean, that was the one thing I kind of thought about first was the pace of play. We had some struggles with the pace of play, and I think all groups finished within 5 unders or less, 5 hours or less this entire weekend. So that was first off an accomplishment alone for me to see. But yeah, I agree. It was almost like a heads up match play, and those that were kind of out of it but still in it, it was more of a moving day type thing. They just felt a little loose today. I mean, I played with Lamar and I played with Jordan from Louisiana and Rob Lee. And obviously, we're all playing honest, golf out there. They're trying to come up and try to get as close as they can to beat me, obviously. But, I'm just playing my game. It was a little bit different for me. I was probably more loose than Travis's group with the champ guys. But, the thing I like about the whole thing with the D-flight battles is that these guys are probably not used to that. They probably are not playing these type of, feel the pressure. I know that we were coming up 12 and they were teeing off on 13 and Rob is in the cart with me and he goes, "Wait, Dave and Brian are riding with each other?" And I was like, "Yeah." And he goes, "Oh, I bet you that cart is cold."
It was perfect.
Just
Adam,
because they were quiet. I mean, it looked like they were just focused and that was cool to see, just 2 guys just going at it in D-flight, just playing that. Because the whole thing is the grind of golf is that you're not ever going to get better if you're just used to just playing for fun and and whatnot. It's that it's that pressure on a tee box or the pressure over a 3-footer. That's the stuff that these guys are going to be thankful for later on in life when they do play tournaments here, tournaments at national, and even scrambles. I mean, they're gonna be able to hit those better shots because they can deal with the pressure.
Yeah.
Right. And on top of that, even if so the first round, I love the idea. You pair like a champ A, B, C, whatever. You get the foursome with the different flights and stuff in it. The best way to make somebody better is to play against somebody that may be a little bit better handicapped than you or something like that. If you got somebody that's scoring better, you see how they're thinking the game, you see how they're playing the game, and you turn around and say, all right, well, what did I do differently or what did he do differently to get him in that scoring position? So the better you think the game is going to be better you score the game. And if you got people at differing skill levels, all together all the time, they're going to learn more. They're going to enjoy it more. They're going to end up picking something up that you can use in their own game, to go forward.
100%.
Yeah, for sure.
Absolutely.
Yeah, I mean, I think if you look at our scores this whole weekend, I think we had probably some of the better scores of the season so far too. So, I mean, a lot of the D-flight guys were actually thrilled about playing with some of the A's and champs this past weekend because, they don't get to play with Travis, Kevin, myself, Sean, Michael, Mike, Matt, Ian. They don't play with us. So this is just a great way for them
Lamar
to see.
was saying yesterday. He was sitting there. He's like, you know what? I haven't played with you in the last couple of years. He goes, we finally get to play together. He goes, I'm looking forward to it. So, stuff like that. If you get somebody you want to play with, say it. Go for it.
Man. Absolutely.
Yeah.
That was great pairings, Adam. You did a great job there and today as well.
Yeah, good job. Good job, Adam. And us guys up in the top know the rules. So we can help those guys that kind of don't know the rules and kind of get speed of play going a little faster. Perfect.
I'm still learning the rules. I'm still learning the rules. I told Mike about Adam how my ball was down next to the water yesterday. And we couldn't identify it was my ball, and I went to go. I'm like, do I look at this touch? And you go, no, don't touch it. Like, if you touch it, that's a stroke. And then I went to whack it out. And that's when you guys told me about if you can't identify it and you hit it out, and then you look, it's not a penalty if you see it's not your ball. And it ended up being my ball, but that was a rule that I never knew and would have never known. I figured you just ask your players that are with you. What do I do here? Do I look at this, check if it's my ball? I just learned the white stake, red stake rule 2 years ago. So the difference between that. So still learning the rules, man.
That's all right.
That's fine. Yeah.
Mike said the rule book is, like a Bible.
Yes,
it is.
It is. And there's so many subs, and Travis knows the rules that we played. There's so many subdivisions and stuff, but we know the basics and more of the rules than most of the guys, and we can educate them to make the play a little faster. And Adam's really trying to push that on everybody so we can play faster, but still play
100%,
good.
100%.
Yeah,
Mike,
I mean, there's a lot of times when I watch some of the D-Flight guys when I play with them, I sit there quietly. I just let them go. I'm pretty lenient. I'm pretty laid back. I let you guys go. But then sometimes I'll see them sit over a tee shot, or they're walking back and forth, and I'm just saying, like, guys, I think you think too much. You really do. I mean, you can't think.
You can't let 4D guys play together anymore, Adam. You just can't let 4D guys play together.
No.
No. I mean, I think
I've seen it. They drive to one ball, they drive it, and I'm a D guy, and I usually what I do and I think it's kind of disrespectful, but I do it for a pace of play. A lot of times I'll get out of my car and I'll walk way up to my ball. I'm ready even before guys behind me hit, or I'll drive out. I'll be like way up, and I even tell people, listen, if you hit me, that's my bad. Like, I'm just going up to get my ball. I know you're not supposed to do that, but
it's just etiquette. Just move to the side. You're good.
Yeah, no, I know exactly. I do move to the side. I don't stand in the middle of the fairway. But what I'm saying is, I do see some people, all four guys, going to look for one person's ball. I think it should only be like your cart mate looking for the ball. The other two got to go get to their balls and get ready. I told Mike this today. Nobody should take hard feelings from this either. I'll help.
I know what you're saying.
I'll help look if I'm driving by, but in competition, 2 weeks ago, I told Mikey this. I'm not helping look for balls anymore. Like going actually into like tall grass and like helping people look around. And listen, everybody's different. People want to be kind, but like I want to go to my ball. I want to look and see what I have next and focus on it. I don't want to be using my mind capacity looking for your ball you shanked. And I'm sorry. Listen, if it was a Sunday that we were out with the boys hanging, drinking, I'll go help you all day. But when I'm competing now, man, it's game time from now on, brother. That's
Travis knows that, right?
You can play mind games. You can play mind games by doing it. So if you sit there and you help somebody all day long, and you get down the stretch and you're within a stroke or two of them, oh, you know what? I'm going to go over here to mine now. I'm not worried about looking for your ball. It's a way of playing mind games on the course.
Yeah,
so it's the game within the game.
Yeah.
I have enough mind games of my own that I got to work on before I play mind games with other people.
I'm really so we talked about B-Flight. I want to hear about the champ flight, like how this transpired, with how Travis came back and won. I want to hear a couple insights on how this happened.
Like I said, it was just playing solid, man. You hit fairways and greens. I hit the fairway on one. I hit fairway on two. I was just left of the green, chipping on three. It's just a matter of trying to keep it between the trees all day. And then when you go through and you're playing or riding in the same cart as the guy you're trying to chase down, like I'm sitting next to Kevin all day long, and he had a couple holes where he'd make a birdie, he'd make a bogey. He made a phenomenal birdie on 7 today. Just outrageously great third shot into that hole and drained it. But I'm watching him, bogey birdie back and forth, and I'm like, I got to do something in order to catch this guy from being 4 shots back to start the day. And he actually said in the cart, he goes, I absolutely hate playing with the lead, because you knew the stress was actually getting to him at that point in time, putting pressure on him back and forth.
And then you got Adam creeping up your ass. I get it, because he was right behind me, smoking shots.
Yeah, everything changed on the 9th hole. Like
yes. After the 9th hole, it was a game changer for me too. So
it crunched everybody to within probably 2 or 3 strokes. That right there. Like Adam was saying, he looks up and he's like, I'm only 3 shots back. What's going on? And I make birdie on 9, and Kevin makes 9, and that right there, like that was a 5-shot swing right there
9?
off the rim.
You say 9?
Yeah. Yeah.
Wow.
Okay, I was just checking. Sorry.
Yeah.
Adam,
Sorry, Kevin. Sorry, Kevin.
Go ahead.
I know when I was playing, I was obviously, when I woke up this morning, I was thinking in my head what number I had to shoot to try to win. And I never give up. Obviously there's always a shot. And I was like, you know what, if I come in and I shoot a 68, which obviously it's a really, really high expectation. But it immediately just it focused my mind right when I woke up, because first thing I thought about it, when I was trying to win. And I do remember, coming down hole 4, and I was on the green, and you guys were on the 7th hole at the time, Travis. And I remember I saw Kevin in the back by those trees, and he hit a real. I heard John say, "Oh, it's okay, man. It's okay. Lift your head up." And then I saw him hit his 3rd shot to the right of the green, and that's when I looked at the scorecard after the end of the hole at the leaderboard, and he went down a stroke. I was like, my gosh, this guy just birdied this.
Yeah.
I was like, what is going on here?
He hit the drive, and he almost I don't want to say he shanked it, but it didn't come off right for his 2nd shot as a layup on the 7th hole. And he gets over there, and he's still got 170 or 180, something like that, into the hole on 7. And he said he ripped a 7-iron from 185 to it probably was 12 feet and drained the putt. Just the most phenomenal shot into that hole.
Yeah, that was it. But and then my mindset at that point was going up to 5. I hit a 2 hybrid around the corner, and I put it to about 9 feet, and I made the birdie on that hole, and I gave the old fist pump. And Lamar was like, yes. He goes, I haven't seen that in a while. I gave a real big fist pump because I knew that was going to be huge. And then it was that next hole is when I saw that Kevin birdied that. I was like, you guys.
Go ahead, Mike.
Oh, I'm sorry. I birdied that hole too. Good job, Adam.
So
yeah, thanks. Honestly, yeah. It's like, yes.
Sorry about that,
Adam. I did something similar last night. I went to my uncle's in
Bolton Landing.
It was absolutely beautiful. He rebuilt. He bought a rundown old house and gutted it. Rebuilt this deck over the stream. Absolutely beautiful. So I was just sitting out there out back, just kind of chilling, having a drink with him, telling him how much I shot like shit. But I was thinking in my head, I'm like, do I really got any sort of shot tomorrow? No, probably not. I'm like, unless I go out there and break 80 for my first time ever or something crazy like that. And then those guys shoot in the high 90s or something. So I literally come out when after birdie in the first hole, I'm like, anything's possible. I mean, any given day, you could just get hot. You really can. And I was just happy at that point winning a skin. Because like I said, I knew nobody was behind me, so I was taking that home. But man, I think I only had 1 double all around, maybe 2 doubles, 0 triples, Adam. Didn't lose any. I lost 2 sleeves of balls yesterday. It was comparably to today. It was just none. It was just, I mean, I haven't shot in the hundreds. I shot 101. And first of all, it felt like I shot 120 the way I was playing yesterday. And it was only 101. I'd say only 101. I was walking. I mean, Adam will tell you, Mike, I was hitting it from the sand trap into the pond. I think I hit every hazard. Then with the wet condition, just duffing every other shot.
Yesterday it was tough. Yesterday was tough. Yesterday was tough.
And then I was just Adam, wait, real quick. Tell him about so then I go and change at the turn. So I have a change because I'm staying at my uncle's, so I have a bunch of change of clothes in my car. I don't even know why I changed. Adam, tell him what you said. He just started. Adam just looks at me all of a sudden. I'm on the putting green, miserable as fuck. And Adam just looks at me.
So after 9 holes, this guy goes and gets changed while I'm sitting in the cart next to him, boxers and all, just hanging out, he's a 75-year-old at the YMCA, and he gets changed, and then we get to hole 12, and we're on the green on hole 12, and I'm just wearing my raincoat because I just put it on 10 minutes prior, and I've just noticed Anthony. He just looked like he was so wet after after putting on new clothes not more than 25 minutes ago, like he jumped in the pond. And he's just dripping water, and I'm like, how are you so wet?
So I just had water dripping off my glasses. Off
I had no idea how this guy was so super. He was just drenched, and I'm like, how are you so wet?
I literally just had that extra cloud over me yesterday. I think.
Well, I have to say, at about, I think it was like 12:30, 1 o'clock on the turn, I stood under the tree with Dave, Craig, and I don't know who the other guy was, but we'll go through there. Under the tree, because it was a downpour, while Damon and everybody was behind us, just looking at us. I'm like, I'm not hitting a golf ball until this rain stops.
Did anybody else hear the horn yesterday at noon?
Yeah, we heard the horn.
The old noon horn.
That's what it was. Yeah, it was.
I'm telling you, I swear I heard that yesterday, and I thought they were calling us off the course.
I know, Travis. I heard all about it.
Yeah.
They marked the ball. They went in and everything. Yep. But I asked Adam. I said, "Was that for us?" And he's like, "I don't think so."
No, that was not.
No.
That was probably that was probably the East, or I think
it was the noon horn. That's what it was. The noon horn.
It was something, because I was like, I'm standing under the tree until this rain stops.
So one thing I had.
He's breaking up. So one thing Anthony he has to say is very important. Hold on. Just broke up. So start over.
So there's an important thing we have to, Travis, myself, and Mike, we all have to congratulate Anthony, because he's probably going to be the new member of our C Flight, more than likely, after the scores post with his 82.
And go, brother.
Really?
Even after the 101, you think?
Yeah, because you were at a 19.1 handicap, and the 101 probably brings you to like a 19.4, 19.5, but the 82 is going to definitely bring you down to under 19. So I think you're going to probably be moved to C Flight.
Let's go, boys. Let's go.
Yeah.
All right.
Yes.
Listen,
yes.
You know what? You only want to move up in life, and I'll take that challenge at Nationals. I'll take it.
You got
I was
this.
a little worried, Adam.
Hey,
Adam, I'll do a little something that Mike did last year. You know, I'm probably still going to be on those courses and that tough conditions. D Flight, I'll probably still stay around, 18, 17 handicap, but I'll take that challenge, baby.
Yeah, well, you better shoot well, because you know what's gonna happen is if you try to get back to D Flight, sandbag.
Oh my God. Yeah, I know.
It's good. I'm pretty confident that you'll go to C Flight
anytime.
What happens, Adam? What happens?
That's me too.
No, Travis,
how does the points? What happens?
No. If you go to A Flight, I'm going to B Flight. If Travis goes to A Flight,
so the points, when you move up to a different flight, they don't put you in the top 4. So you're probably going to be 5th on the points, but you're probably going to get 60% of them that you've had from D Flight.
Okay. All right. Let's go then, baby.
Step it up. Let's go, Buttercup.
All right. Yeah. All right, Adam, is there any important information you want to tell the people before we sign off?
Just our next event, June 29th, this coming Saturday at Capitol Hills of Albany. I know it's Travis's favorite course. He loves it. He absolutely crushes that.
And Mike, what do you have
Hills, June 29th, we got a 1 p.m. start time. That's when they could allow us on the course. Cap Hills is always a great course like Hiland. They take good care of us each and every time we're there. So make sure you register for that.
Absolutely. Looking forward to that. Mike, what's up? What did you have to say?
I think the forecast shows fair weather too. So I think we might have a sunny day next Saturday.
Oh, God,
I will not be up to. I will not be at Capitol. I will not be at Capitol Hills. And then the following, I'm looking to get a regional or something down in Myrtle Beach when Nadine and I go down there. So and represent us. That's
nice. Go get him, Mike. Go get him, baby. Go get him, Mike. I have a question. What would you say? I know you said Hilton Head is better than Myrtle Beach for golf.
Yes, absolutely.
But is that like condition? Like I just always thought Myrtle Beach was like the capital of golf. Would you say Hilton Head is the capital of golf, like the Mecca?
Myrtle Beach has great courses. They take care of stuff. They get like Legends courses. They get played so hard. Where I think Hilton Head, the first time I went down there with Adam inviting me down there, those Hilton Head courses are just phenomenal. They're so well manicured and taken care of. Every course that Adam put me on was phenomenal. Like Myrtle Beach is cool. I play a lot of Myrtle Beach courses, and Adam knows. He goes down there. I play all those Myrtle Beach courses, and they're cool. They're nice to play. The grass is different. The ball flight's different. But Hilton Head, something about Hilton Head, those courses are so spot on, and the greens. I've never played and hit greens that are so tight and fast. And Adam we've been down that road. That it's crazy how fast this is and how great they play.
Yeah, I mean, if you're listening in on the national on the tour, just make sure you go to Hilton Head if you can, because know Hilton Head is cool. I like Hilton Head because it's rustic. So, I always say the coolest part of Hilton Head is not only the courses and just the lavish way it looks, but there's not trash on the streets. There's no billboards that are above the ground. Everything is very strict. If you live by the ocean, you can't have your porch lights on after 9 because of sea turtles. So it's just a clean place. It's just it's phenomenal. That's where our director Dennis McCormick, he lives down there and he runs the Hilton Head tour. And to be honest, probably some of the better national players are in the Hilton Head area, like Joe Jasper from last year. Who won Champ Flight at he's from down that area, and there's another couple of big names have won national championship already before who live down in Hilton Head. So it's just a great place, and the national championship there is it's a bonus for everybody.
I have one more thing with Hilton Head. So if you're good with it, Anthony.
No, go ahead, buddy. Take your time.
So I've met I don't know, probably a handful of people that came to Hilton Head that invited me personally to go play in their tournaments down in like Jacksonville, Florida. A couple of guys, the people you meet in these tournaments down in Hilton Head in the southern region are amazing. I've been asked to go play in Florida, everywhere, Georgia. I've made so many friends through this tour that Adam has invited me to play in.
Yeah, I mean, even this weekend we had Robert Bird and Jordan Bellel from Louisiana. I mean, those guys are from Louisiana, but they had the weekend. They loved playing, and that's just the cool thing about it. You get guys from different parts of the country, playing in our events up here. So
yes,
it's just that's the neat thing about it.
You meet amazing people, and I can't thank Adam enough for asking me to go down to nationals in Hilton Head and meet all these people and being invited to all these different regions to play golf. I've met probably 10 or 12 people that text me nonstop to come down south.
That's amazing. Yeah. That's awesome, man. Well, Adam, and I can't thank you enough as well, man, for everything you do. You really do a ton of work.
Thank you.
Just putting these things together, making tee times, making the pairings. I would not want to do what you did. What you
Cheers.
No.
So,
no, I mean, the one thing I have to say is that out of all the people that probably know me, I know Travis and I have been friends for quite some years. We've had a lot of battles together. We're like a little arch nemesis, Sergio and Tiger. You can figure out who Tiger is, but
yes, we know.
Oh yeah, there you go, T-Dub. But Travis knows that one of the reasons why I started this tour is because of the competition aspect of it, and it's the hard work and stuff that I put in. It is what it is. I mean, I personally enjoy doing this and bringing something different up to this area, because him and I used to play NYSGAs all the time, and some of these local counties, like he's playing this weekend for the Saratoga County Am. But some of that stuff, it's just you keep playing it over and over and over again each and every year. It's just kind of the same thing. But with this, I'm thrilled that Travis came this year and started playing, and I'm hoping that he's enjoying himself. But the reason why I do it is I have just the competition aspect of it for players outside of Travis and I, and guys that like Anthony, Mike and Johnny Resto and Don Frame, guys like that we can just hang out with each and every time that we have an event and encourage, and we're just trying to, encourage each other to, play well, but hanging out afterwards and stuff, that's what it's about. So,
Adam, I have a question, not golf related.
9 inches.
Listen.
All right, that was too much. TMI.
Do you have Wi-Fi? Do you have Wi-Fi?
It's a bad area I live in.
Oh, all right.
Well,
I just thought
hey,
you lived on
Travis,
Mars
great
and there's
win.
Wi-Fi. I
To
love
next
you, buddy.
week.
Thanks, man.
Yeah, Travis, congrats, my
good,
man.
good
Congrats.
stuff.
And
Yep.
we really appreciate everybody tuning into these episodes. Golf Week, the Golf Week people are really helping me out. I could see my listens really went up ever since I started these Golf Week Spotlights. So we appreciate everybody for the support. And thank you again for tuning in
Yes.
to another episode of the Upstate Golf.